Hello and welcome to the Eco Power Environmental Stadium today for a local derby match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. I am your commentator today, I am Adam Allcroft, and we're looking forward to a great game here between two rivals who have played each other even in the final of the Sheffield Senior Cup. One that Worksop have made it to the final once again this week with them 2-1 win over Rossendon Main during the week, a team that Stocksbridge lost to earlier in the competition. Obviously the last time these two played was in October over at Worksop's ground. It was a 3-2 win for Worksop on that occasion, but it was not without its controversy. Worksop's third goal from Liam Hardy, who was back then just starting with the club. Many believe there was a foul in the build-up on Rob Ludlam during that corner kick, and of course Stocksbridge did allegedly get one over the line according to the fans and the photographer behind the stand there, but it was not be given. But I doubt any calls for VAR at this level of football will be heeded with much seriousness. But today we're looking forward to a good game here, with Worksop being one of the form sides in the division. Even though they did lose their last league game 4-0 to Dunstan, they have got 5 wins in 6, which have got them right in that playoff hunt, while Stocksbridge, even though they've been playing very well, got some good results, struggling, only 1 win in the last 6 and are dropping down the table at the moment, especially with that Sheffield game that looks set for a win being called off through. So your teams for today, we'll start with the hosts. It is not many changes today. Ed Hall starts as again in goal, started every league game so far. Elliot Walker number 2, Jack Tinker 3, Sam Finlaw 4, Lee Cooksey 5, Rhys Fielding 6, Curtis Turner 7, Ross Goodwin 8, Luke Mangerman the captain for today number 9, Josh Nodder number 10 and Nat Cross number 11. So for Worksop today, you've got Sebastian Malkowski in net, Deegan Atherton, and number 2, number 3, Lewis Buttroyd, number 4, Crody Cormack, number 5 and captain today, Jay Picton, number 6, Daniel Burns, as the players start to come out now, number 7, Vaughan Redford, number 8, Jack Broadhead, number 9, Liam Hardy, number 10 and leading goal scorer and former Steel himself, Stephen McDonald, and number 11, the new signing, Iowa Gooden. On the bench today is Ben Tomlinson, Manassi Kilianga, Aaron Sennett Nielsen and Daniel Moore. On the bench for Stockbridge today is Liam McFadden, former Worksop man Michael Trench, Alex O'Connor, Ben Partridge and Andy Ring. So we are very, very close to kick-off here, just 2 minutes away as the handshakes begin for what will be an exciting game as Worksop look to try and break into those playoff places today. While Stocksbridge look to try and get back to a win here. Obviously a 2-2 draw with Shildon last time out, an impressive result there at a team fighting for an automatic promotion spot. So Stocksbridge will be hoping to get the win here against their local rivals, because while we talk about form going into these games, in the end in a local derby match like this, it doesn't really matter form. What matters is who brings it the most on the day. So just seeing Worksop doing a quick little run round before we start, so they're going to be ready and raring to go. So it's going to be a good match we're hoping for, and good advert. If you are local in the area still and you can still make it, we will let you in late on the day. We will tell you off for being late. And of course, you may have seen on our social media since the last time, our membership club is up and running. It is £5 a month. If you go on our website, you'll be able to sign up. There's a chance of cash prizes, discounts on merchandise and offers in our cafe. There's no better time to join us here as a member of the Stocksbridge Park Steels Football Club. So our officials for today, our referee is Majid Ali, and the assistants are Luca Caggiano and Ben Brighton.
He was the referee against Marsh.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Just being tipped. And Majid Ali was our referee for the Mass against March, that 2-2 draw from early in the season. That got that penalty from Luke Mangum, which got us a point, the first team outside of Liversedge to get points off Mars this season. And one of our most impressive results of the season, even though obviously it might not feel it being a draw. As Worksop just stand over the ball here, and we get ready for kick-off. It's 3 o'clock and it is kick-off here between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. Stocksbridge Park Steels are going left to right here in their yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks. Worksop going right to left in an all burgundy kit. As Nat Cross here tries to flick it over for Luke Mangum. Luke Mangum has the break on here. Luke Mangum takes a touch with his head. Luke Mangum advances, shoots, saved by Malkowski. And an early chance within a few seconds of the kickoff there, and could have been a contender for the earliest goal ever scored by Stocksbridge. Mangum does really well to control the ball with his head to get it down to his feet. He just can't open it up, and Malkowski, the one-time capped goalkeeper by Poland, makes the save at his near post, but it is now a corner kick for Stocksbridge. Can they continue this good start? Whipped in here by Sam Flores for the near post. It's flicked in, and Mangum just can't get onto the end of that actually, and now it's going to be another corner kick as the flick on was by a Worksop defender. A very exciting start here at the Eco Power Environmental Stadium here. Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Worksop Town. Another corner kick from this opposite side, so Josh Nodder will take this one. Looking to follow up a good performance in the last game against Shildon, so Josh Nodder whips it in, and it's not even going to clear the first man that's whipped out, and now Worksop have the ball and will look for the counter attack. As we see Jack Tinker will intercept that though, and now start the pass, and Nat Crofts will be tackled before he can advance too far. As we see a first touch there from the new signing Iwo Gooden, and he was on the ball now. He's forced to double back there by Tinker, and it's passed back and clipped over, but it's going to be out for a throw-in on the far hand side. 2 minutes gone, already one major chance here for the Steels, with Luke Mangum going one-on-one, but only for it to be saved. Mangum not getting a classified goal, as in one that's been counted since, early December now, that match against Dunstan, the penalty kick. So here, and as Worksop get on the attack here, Cromack spreads it out wide here to Liam Hardy. Liam Hardy puts the pass into the box, but Cooksey clears it out for a throw-in on this right-hand side at the edge of the box for Worksop. So Worksop now, their fans are bringing in a lively crowd with them all the way from Bassett Law today. And now we'll have a chance to build an attack on their own this right-hand side, with Deegan Atherton taking the throw-in. So it's going to be looking like it's going to be a log throw with a lot of players parked on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's going to reach the corner of the 6-yard box, and it's going to be headed on to Finlaw, who clears it out, and that is undercut by Bootroyd, but intercepted by Nodden. And now Mangum has got it on the left wing, and he's got plenty of space. Nat Crofts is the one going in the box, but also seeing Curtis Turner overlapping the box as Mangum slows it down to try and find Turner. Turner misses his touch. Goes to Goodwin on this right-hand side. Goodwin looking to try and play across. Gets in the 6-yard box, passes it to Nat. Nat takes a touch, and it's blocked. And what looks like it could have been a certain goal. That's two massive chances for the Steels in just the first 3 minutes of that game. Nat Crofts could not get that initial shot off. It had to take the touch, and that gave the Worksop defence just enough time to get their cover and make a crucial block. Stocksbridge with two big chances early on. Could have been 2-0 ahead already. The corner is taken here by Nod. It's floated over to the far post, but it's headed away by Worksop. Looks like Stephen McDonald, the former Steel's, going to get onto this on the right-hand side and clear it out. But the clearance goes right to Finlaw. Finlaw with a lot of space to move into. And he does. Finlaw tries to take a shot, but he takes feints and passes it out wide to Nat Crofts on the left. Crofts' first touch is not great, and he is tackled there. Unfortunately, his touch went too high, and Crofts is going to try and harass the Worksop man breaking here. As Worksop tried to go 4-on-4 here, and he's passed his man here, and he's going to pass it forward here, and Cooksey's going to be there to clear it up. That's McDonald there, the former Steel, looking lively on the break, taking on one man before his pass was just a bit too heavy there, and Lee Cooksey was there just to sweep up. So an exciting game already in. So just seeing Iwo Gooden pass it back to the front taker, who whips it in, and Cooksey heads that out. Nodder's going to try and knock it away, but it just goes more behind than forwards. And Worksop will gather this away at the back with Cody Cromack. Cromack here in the centre is going to spread it out wide, and that is Broadhead on the ball on this right wing. He's forced to pass it back to Redford, who's whipping it into the far post towards McDonald, but it's nothing, and Hall, after one and lift grab that didn't really work out for him, he does gather the ball eventually. It is 0-0 here after 5 minutes. Two big chances for Stocksbridge Park Steels, unfortunately not taken, as that big boot finds Nodder in the right wing. He just can't get that touchdown, and Picton, the captain there, is able to gather it up and clear it out for a... Oh, it's actually stayed in. It looked like it was going to go for a throw in there, and going to stay in there for Worksop, and Redford has the ball here now. On here to the left wing, he's trying to fight, and Hardy there, and Cooksey will clear it out for a throw in. Cooksey there doing a very good job sweeping up, and that throw was taken a bit too far forward, but it's thrown back to Buttroyd. Buttroyd's going to try a low ball in, but it's blocked. It's going to go to Cromack here, And Cormac's going to try and maze away. Cormac gets a shot, and it's saved by Hall there. As Worksop now have a decent chance of their own, as Cormac makes his way past a Steel's defender to take a shot, but it was a simple one for Hall to save in the end with 6 minutes gone. Still 0-0 here at the Eco Power Environmental Stadium, as that is cleared by Hall. Aim towards Nodder. Nodder is dragged down, but no free kick given. Goodwin clears it forward, but it's blocked a bit by a Broadhead, and it's found Mangum on the right-hand side. Crosses in the centre. Mangum will double back here. Pass it here to Nodder. Nodder takes a shot. It's curled in, and there Malkowski makes a good save. I think it may have taken a slight touch off a defender as well and made that easier for Malkowski to make the save. When Nodder gets it on his left foot like that, you do think it's going to go in, but I think Malkowski's odd positioning there worked in his favour as it's cleared up field. Fielding gets the header though, and he gets the second touch as well. And a high foot from Worksop there will mean the free kick of the game is given.
50 mile an hour today.
And Finlaw's going to take the quick free kick. They're trying to find Crofts here on the left wing. Crofts here has actually got the touch on the left wing. He's in the corner flag and he just can't hold up, and a goal kick. It looks like he's given, actually not a throw in as I initially would have thought it would have been. Thank you Stuart Dawson there for listening to us all the way from the United Arab Emirates today. Thank you very much. Obviously for home matches we do tend to get a few less listeners, as most people love to come here to the stadium to enjoy the match, but of course for so many of you who can't get to the matches for whatever reason, Cormac taking a couple of touches. Yeah, sorry if you have lost connection there, we should be back live now. So Bootroyd there is going to cross it in. Fielding is going to just have it headed away, but it's not headed away very well. And there's a scramble for the ball as Hall gets in. I do apologise if you had an interruption in your service there. As any of you who've come to Stocksbridge might know, the internet signal can be a bit iffy at times. So Hall's got the ball there. So Worksop there with some attacking intent. We are getting in a very attacking, exciting game so far. And it's been plenty to talk about so far. Some major chances for Stocksbridge not taken. Some good chance for Worksop. It was a big long ball. It's good looking for Mangum, but it's too heavily hit. And it's going to end up with Malkowski there. So Malkowski will put the ball on the ground as he looks to clear it there. So we'll just, while he takes his time, we are just going to look around the grounds and see what else is happening in the league, as we have seen that Marsk United have taken the lead against Pontefract Collieries. We'll get a goal scoring later. So there's a bit of head tennis as Finlaw hooks it down now, but the tackle comes in by Broadhead, and he's going to find Gooden on the right wing. Gooden already been lively already. The new signing whips it in, but it's way too high, and it's out for a goal kick. It's Junior Mundell, Marsk's new loan signing, who's taken the lead, who's given them the lead against Pontefract. Pontefract losing obviously their last game against Sheffield 4-0 in what was a surprising result. So we are waiting for the goal kick here, and as it looks like we are having some connection issues again with some people, so do apologise if you are one of those who are having some issues with this stream at the moment. We will look into this and see if we can resolve this at any point soon. Sorry, what the hell's going on here? For God's sake. Sorry about that. Science again, just trying to sort out some of these technical issues as Stocksbridge are trying to get on the attack here, but Bootroyd is covering Nat Crofts well enough that I don't think that's going to be in. Bootroyd's going to try and turn and clear it away, and he actually gets the pass off to Cormac here. So good work from him. So it's going to be whipped off, but Turner's going to intercept that, and Goodwin's going to make the tackle there though, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge as Goodwin's clipped over. I didn't think that was going to be much of a foul there at the moment. Sorry about that. We are having some technical issues during this commentary. I do apologise. I'm actually quite amazed it's taken us about a month for doing this before we've had some consistent technical issues other than the phone, other than the laptop battery dying. But if you have been able to rejoin us after some of these technical issues, we do have a free kick incoming for the Steels in a good position actually, about 30 yards out I would say. And just in the centre actually, maybe too much in the centre actually for it to make a major impact, but we've seen Josh Nodder and Luke Mangum standing over this. We both know can strike a ball well. I would fancy Nodder for this free kick, but it looks like Mangum's the one who's going to take it. Mangum's going to hit it, and it's on target, but saved by Malkowski. So Malkowski gets a save here, and it's going to be passed to Cormac here on the left-hand side, who's going to have a little run with it inside and spread it out to Atherton. It's actually behind Atherton a bit, but he's able to gather it up and head it forward, but that is intercepted by Tinker. Tinker, though, is tackled by Gooden, and Gooden is fouled by Tinker in return for that. So Worksop a free kick just inside the Steel's half here. 12 minutes gone in this game, still 0-0 in this match, despite some major chances for both sides. So it looks like Worksop are putting quite a few men forward, even though this free kick is just about probably 10 yards inside the half. Looks like they are going to try the big pass into the box. The players are lined up just outside the edge of the area. So it's a big ball into the box here. Looks like it's going to their number 8, but it's headed out by Goodwin, and it's gathered up by McDonald. McDonald's going to try to cross in, but it's too heavy for anyone. And it's going to go out for a goal kick here to the Steels. 12 minutes gone in this game so far. No, every other game in the Northern Premier League East is currently 0-0. And it is, just to let you know, in over the South Yorkshire games, Sheffield Wednesday have taken lead down in Oxford, thanks to Barry Bannon. So if you are one of those who are still a Wednesday fan, even though you're trying the Steels out today in this commentary, they're winning as well. So thank you for everyone who's listening to us. We wait for Ed Hall to take his goal kick. 13 minutes gone in this game so far. It's been an exciting match so far. All is going to clear it up. It's aimed towards, going to try and see if they can get it over the crosshair. Mangum looks like he would have fouled the defender there, but nothing has been given. He's going to get right back involved there before Worksop clears it out, as we see Craig Parry, the Worksop manager, get quite agitated at that not being given, as Elliot Walker gets the throw in here on the right hand side. As the Stock players look for some space, it's passed to Goodwin, who kicks it right back out for a Worksop throw in, which makes you wonder what the point of that was. So it's a throw in now for Worksop inside their own half, on the edge of their own area here. So as that attack comes to nothing with that pass being hit by Goodwin, back out of play again. So as the throwing goes way up and it's cleared right up, Fielding has got it though, and he's going to pass it back to Hall. Liam Hardy's advancing, and Hall just misses Hardy with his clearance, and Goodwin's going to get dragged a bit as he makes the header, but the Worksop man beats him out to it, and McDonald has it. Slight push from Walker knocks him over, and Fielding will clear it out. It's aimed towards Cross, and it goes over Croft's head, and it's a throw for Worksop inside their own half here so far. So looks like after that exciting start, that very rapid start really, where we saw Stocksbridge miss 2 big chances, one with Mangum going clear only for it to be saved by Malakowski, and then another one being blocked on the line from Nat Crofts. It looks like we are seeing things quieten down, but Goodwin's won the ball in midfield, played it to Finlaw. The advantage is being played, and even though it looks like the game was about to go clear there, with plenty of space for Nodder on the left-hand side, the free kick has now been given. So, and the one person the most annoyed about that is Sam Finlaw, who is having a little chat to the referee with some very unhappy words about that. So Finlaw is going to have this free kick. It's just very close to us here in the main stand at Stocksbridge. The referee is being very particular about the spot. Had to pull it. It was just inside the half. Now it's inside our own half. Played forward though. It's headed away. Not against cross corner, and it had bounced to Mangum there on the right hand side, but the offside has been given for that. That fluky block, looking like it could have favoured us, but the linesman's on it today, and that offside was given in Worksop's favour. So Malkowski will have the free kick inside his own box after that one. So Northern Premier League East, still no other scores as of this moment. Still just 1-0 to Marsk is the only score. All the rest are 0-0, or a couple have been called off. Obviously last night we saw Liversidge beat Ossett 6-0 as Curtis Turner gets from that free kick, and he sends it out to the left wing where there is no player. So that's going to be all Daniel Burns now, who's going to take it onto this right-hand side and wait for his moment to hit it forward. He has done. It's aimed towards Gooden. Gooden will try and keep it in with a header, but that is actually out for a throw-in on that left-hand side. 16 minutes gone in this game, 0-0 between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town at this moment. So to let you know, our next game, Stocksbridge's next game is away from home up at Mars United. We talked about them earlier. That was Mangum's penalty goal with this referee actually, Majid Ali. So as we just see a bit of battle in midfield, and Stockbridge trying to flick it on. Mars, we'll look forward to that game. Obviously a very tough going up to Mars, one of the best teams in this league, but we'll see if no one predicted us to get a point at home, so we'll see if we can do it away from home as well. So works up out now in the midfield now with Vaughan Redford. There's a bit of a tumble, and the free kick is given for that tumble. And Vaughan Redford has done, well, it's the Royal Rumble next week in wrestling, and Vaughan Redford's just done what I'd call a hip toss on Josh Nodder, and nothing's been, well, Curtis Turner actually, nothing's been given. As Worksop goes, and Liam Hardy's gone down in the box there from that tussle, no penalty given. The Worksop fans appeal, not many of the players do though. Ball's whipped in, Hardy gets it, takes the touch, it's out to far out wide. He's going to look to try and play it back into McDonald. Hall makes a save from close range. A good save from Hall. There, Hardy worked hard to get back onto the ball there, got it to McDonald, the former Steel, looking to score at his former club, and nothing given as the referee there is making a stop there, and he's checking. And I believe the ball is being rejected in a change of balls here. I think they've decided the ball's too flat. As we're just watching this ball as it goes back, and we're going to have it's a Wimbledon moment of new balls, please, here at Stocksbridge Park Steels to start off with, as the referee's taken a disliking to it. Not something you see in the professional game that much, but I don't think I've actually seen it this season. So Ed Hall's going to get this ball back now and try and take it and see where he aims it at. It's a very low ball. It's aimed on Nodder, and Nodder's going to head it on for Mangum. Mangum's touch is a bit heavy, but he manages to get past Daniel Burns though, and there's a bit of a tussle between the two, and Burns does win out in the end by knocking out for a throw-in. The throw-in's taken quickly. It's over to Nodder now, but he's forced off the ball, and it's with Gooden now, who passes it back to Burns, who's cleared it up forward. But Goodwin has this ball now, and he's going to pass it to Tinker, to Turner, who's going to try and take into space, but that tackle just disrupts him enough, and it's gone to McDonald, but then Goodwin sliding in there to stop it, but so works up and back to Stocksbridge with Tinker now. And now Fielding as the defence. Stocksbridge don't get a chance to pass the ball back, but in the end Fielding pass just goes to Atherton, and now Gooden's going to try the long-range pass here, and Walker's covering it and eventually cleared it, despite though he did have some danger there behind him with a Worksop man advancing on him. So it's a throw in to Worksop here. And Majid Ali is now calling for another ball, so the referee, so we're having some issue with the balls at the moment here as Boutroyd has this throw in here in an attacking position after 19 minutes in this match. So we're just taking some time for this throw in as it's gone to Redford and back to Boutroyd. Boutroyd's going to try and get to the byline, 2 men on him, and he managed to knock it off Turner for Worksop's first corner of the game. 19 minutes gone so far. We'll see, can Worksop take the lead in here, or will Steels defend the corner? So looks like Cody Crowmack's going to be the one to take this corner. As we've seen a goal had gone in over at Pickering. Stockton Town have taken the lead there through a player called Unknown. I didn't know we had an unknown player, but turns out they've got Unknown there. Must be one of those Brazilian one namers. As the corner goes in at the far post, and it's headed by Stocksbridge by Worksop, but it's blocked there. It's cleared to Cross, but Cross is immediately tackled, and it's going to be crossed in there, aimed towards Burns, but Burns' header is wide, and actually wide, probably further wide of 2 goals there. So a good ball back in there by Deegan Atherton, but Burns staying up, almost paying dividends, but the header's too far away. So Worksop now coming more into this game as it goes on. 20 minutes gone so far in this game so far. So have a quick look at the league table with some of these results going in. Doesn't means that Mars will keep their pressure up on Liversedge so far this result, and so will Stockton. Stockton will actually move into 3rd place with this win if it continues as such. So some interesting results so far as we wait for Hall to take this goal kick. Hall will clear it outwards, aim towards Luke Mangum. There's already a tussle happening. It's going over the heads. It goes to Noddy. Tries to knock it on for Cross, but Atherton will get the header on. It's gone the way back to Malkowski. As Stockbridge not getting much of the possession of the ball at the moment. Yeah, at Worksop getting more of it and now seemingly growing more into this game as Malkowski will clear it outwards. Aim towards Redford. It's going over the head of Redford, and Cooksey will head it forward now, but Cromack's gathered it. And Cromack, even though he's on his own halfway line, will try the back pass all the way to Malkowski. Here, the one-time international capped goalkeeper. And he's going to clear it out there, aim towards McDonald here, but it's going to be headed away by Walker, and there's a bit of a pass in midfield, and actually that's led Hardy to some space. He's on the left wing now, faced up with Goodwin. He's past Goodwin here, but the heavy touch has meant Goodwin's able to get back, make the tackle, and it's gone out for a corner. Oh no. So a corner kick to Worksop again. They've got another chance here. 21 minutes gone, 0-0 currently here. So another good chance as Cody Cromack will take this corner kick here. Just seeing how many men they've got forward. It looks like they've got 6 men forward Worksop here, with Stockbridge leaving 2 up in attack as well, to see if that Nodder and Cross there, to see if counter will be on here, but the cross is in. It's a good cross, and it's headed forward by Worksop there, but headed away now, and Walker has it on this left-hand side. He passes it to Cross. Cross will try and back it back to Walker. Walker's, a lovely little turn there to get Gooden away from the ball, but the pass unfortunately goes to a Worksop man, and now Redford will worm his way away, but his forward pass actually was intercepted, but he was fouled while making that pass. So it is a free kick to the Tigers here. So Worksop with the free kick just inside their own half here, as the referee is trying his little niche thing of being very particular about where these free kicks are being taken from. So Worksop, we look again, just like last time they had a free kick in a similar area. They are putting a lot of men forward as they're going to try this big ball forward. It's aimed towards Burns, but it's actually gone towards Broadhead, but now it's eventually headed away by Fielding. Redford will keep it in the attack as he flicks it over to Goodwin, but that's headed away as well, and it will be a throw into Worksop. So Worksop here have it on the right hand side with a throw in. Thank you to everyone listening so far to it. It's 23 minutes on in this game, 0-0 between Stocksbridge Steels and Worksop Town at the Eco Power Memorial Stadium. As that throw-in goes in, it's headed on by Worksop, but it will just go safely into Ed Hall's arms. So Stocksbridge just get hold of the ball for a bit, because it just seems like at the moment Stocksbridge are trying some quick attacks. They worked at the start of the game, but at the moment just not working, and it just seems to be giving the ball back to Worksop. It's a big long ball, and that is just going right to the Worksop man, whose header is right at Fielding. So we start a bit of head tennis here, and Worksop have won it out as McDonald knocks it down, and it's gone to Hardy here on the left hand side here. Got plenty of space, Walker's covering. Hardy's trying to get his turn so he can get a shot off, and he does, but Fielding with his trailing leg is able to block it there, and it's another corner kick for Worksop as the pressure continues from the Tigers. 23 minutes gone so far in this game, and their travelling support there in that little covered stand at that side is getting louder. So Cormac there just trying to see some of the people in the box. They've sent their defenders up like Picton and Burns, and there was Gooden trying to offer a short option, but that was going to get covered by Mangum. The ball is in, and it's gone over everyone's head in the 6-yard box. A penalty call from a Worksop man going down is not given, and Elliot Walker is on the break here on the left hand side. He tries to find Cross with a pass, but Cross is offside, and that chance of a break unfortunately is not on. So Cross there being caught by the offside trap, just as I could see, just as Croft was getting into that quick position where he was moving quickly, the Worksop men just made the step forward to catch him out, and now Worksop will try another quick attack of their own as they try and find Hardy on the right wing, and they do. Beats out Tinker there, and he's going to try and pass Tinker, but Tinker's got that covered and clears it, but he only clears it to a Worksop man who clears it out. It's aimed towards McDonald, the cross, and it goes over the head of McDonald there, and all the way out for a throw into the Steels on this right side. Worksop with more of the ball, more of the chances at this stage, still 0-0 though at this point. 25 minutes gone. Elliot Walker here with the throw-in on this right-hand side, deep inside the Steels half, as the Steels look to try and get some possession of the ball and try and see if they can get some attacking thing. As it's headed on, Mangum heads it on, but it's gone to Burns. His clearance is poor, and Turner's going to try and head on for Cross. Cross is going to chase it, but Burns clears, and it's a skewed clearance. It's going to looking like it looks like it's gone more wide than it has forward, and it's going to go for a throw-in right in front of the Brackenmore Sports and Social Club sponsorship sign there. So Tinker's got the throw in here, no quick throw in here. He's going to try and throw it forward, aim towards Nodder, but it's cut out there, and the clearance is intercepted by Finlaw. Finlaw though tackled, and that goes nowhere to Goodwin though again now to Tinker. Tinker's tackled in the build-up, and that foul's given once Turner looked like he was going to be tackled. So Tinker there on the left-hand side. Here a free kick inside, and it looks like Steels is going to reply in kind with these big long balls into the box as Stocksbridge players pile forward for this free kick, though they look like they're holding a much higher line, Worksop than the Steel have been doing at similar situations. So Sam Finlaw has got his foot over the ball here for this free kick. There's a few options on the left in case he wants a short one. He is going to try the long ball forward, but Bootroyd heads it out from the middle of that box area, and it's gone to Redford here. He's going to try a big long ball forward to try and find Hardy, but it comes off the back of Finlaw, and it's actually better than some of the headers he's done, because if it did find a Steel's man. But Worksop have got the ball back now here with Bootroyd here. Going back to Picton, who's going to try and find Hardy on the right wing, but in the end it's not great, and Cooksey is going to gather this and pass it back to Ed Hall in the Steel's goal. So Stocksbridge Hall has it here. He's going to advance forward here. He's going to try a long ball here. He does. It's in the middle though, and no one's there in the middle as Finlaw now gathers the clearance up, and he's going to Walker on the right. Can Walker and going to get the overlap right? And they can't, and he's back with Walker, who kicks it off the Worksop player for a throw in, as the Steels are getting a few more things. And the referee stopped the game here again, and I'm not sure why. As I see, he's making some suggestion towards the Worksop side, as it looks like Gooden, the new signing for Worksop, is going to just head off the pitch now to have a chat with their physio, it seems. So just a quick little stoppage here as Gooden has something done to him. I'm just trying to have a look at what's happening here between Gooden and the physio at Worksop. So it looks like just here, the referee is telling Gooden to take a little step off for a moment, or is he going to? No, Gooden is going to resume play. So whatever issue that was has been resolved, it seems. I'm not sure what it was. It was a bit of a weird one. So it seems like it was maybe a bloody nose there. So as Walker's throw goes to Turner, but Turner is tackled, and Worksop break is interrupted there by Cooksey, and Cooksey's clearance is blocked there by Cromack, working very hard in this game, has been all across the pitch in this game, Cromack so far, working very hard as the little engine inside Worksop's midfield. And look, and Walker's trying to take a few steps, and well, I don't think you can get away with that with this referee. He is making sure everything is being taken at the proper position. Yeah. So Walker here will take the throw-in in. And it's headed out there by Worksop, and it's actually going to come off. Goodwin there for a set throw-in to the Tigers here on this left-hand side. So a few throw-ins here to do. You know it's non-league when there's about 5 throw-ins in a row. As the throw goes in deep, it's aimed towards Redford. Redford heads it on, but Walker's going to head it across, but that's Cromack. Cromack's done a long ball forward, has found Hardy on this left-hand side, who's been causing trouble on the left-hand side all game. Lined up with Walker, going to try and pass Walker, cuts to the byline, cuts back, passes it to Bootroy. Bootroy crosses in, saved by Hall, who's more of a shot than it turned out than a cross, but Hall is level to it, and Cross has it, passes it back now to Turner, now to Goodwin. Goodwin's going to turn and pass it across to Walker here. Walker, and that is intercepted there and stopped by Bootroy, who initiated the attack and stops the counter-attack, so very good there by Bootroy. Jack Bennett's just unavailable for this game, so he's not in the squad today, Jack Bennett. So Elliot Walker here with the throw-in inside the half, still 0-0 here after 29 minutes in this game. Finally poised Madge, you could say it's on a razor's edge at the moment, as that throw-in just goes to a Worksop man, and the Worksop clearance goes right for a throw-in in a similar position. So just a bit of a time warp there to go back to do the same thing again. So Walker there, Walker's taking a few more steps, and this time the referee just does a cheeky little grin there, but in the end it's a big ball forward that's headed away by Worksop. Now it's with Fielding, who's going to head it forward and try and get onto the end of it. And it's a big challenge from Fielding there, but one where both players went for it. Nothing given despite the appeals of the Worksop players. So Cromack is going to knock it forwards, but Tinker intercepts. The clearance is headed away by Picton, with Joss Nodder hovering just behind him, who would have been onto that like a bat out of hell if given half a chance. So it's cleared up by Malkowski. And it's gone to Redford here, and passed back here to Bootroyd here, who's knocked it sideways here. Now it's with Redford again on the left-hand side. He's forced backwards though, and again Bootroyd's going to try and knock it across the channel. This time it has gone to McDonald, who's going to try and find Redford moving in centrally. The ball's gone up in there after a few nut blocks, and Finlaw's got the pass here to Turner, and Turner's going to try and start the break. Turner tries to find Crofts on an inside pass, but it's well covered by Atherton there, and Atherton's going to clear it away. Turner tried the unit pass, try and find Crofts in to go one-on-one, but just didn't work out there, and Worksop's going to clear this away now as Hardy gets on the move there, but Cooksey heads it back to Hall, and Cooksey covering Liam Hardy, who has, since signing for Worksop back in October, been a goal machine for the Travellers. 8 goals so far this season for him. So that ball is cleared up here to Josh Nodder, and Nodder is going to be dispossessed, but Nodder does get the ball back. He passes it here to Turner. Turner tries to find Nodder on the 1-2, but Nodder's held up there and Worksop. And that clearance by Malkowski's poor. It's not going to go very far. Goodwin's going to try and get the header on, but Worksop head it on. And actually a free kick is going to be given there, believe it, to Worksop there, but both players down clutching their heads, so we may see a concussion protocol in place here. It looks like the Worksop man, who I can't see which player that is now. I think it may have been Daniel Burns, He's up and about, but it's Goodwin who's come off worse there, so we have some treat. Give us a good win. So it's 31 minutes gone, 0-0. We will take you round the other grounds, and looks like it's not the most exciting day of Northern Premier League East action, because right now it is 0-0 everywhere but 2 games. So that's Bridlington Town versus Tadcaster, 0-0. Brighouse Town versus Sheldon, 0-0. As Goodwin is getting up here, just to let you know, and you're having a bit of water. It's 0-0 between Sheffield and Cleethorpes, 0-0 between Yorkshire and Dunstan. There are 2 scores right now. It's 1-0 to Stockton against Pickering and 1-0 to Marsk against Pontefract Collieries at the moment. So 32 minutes gone. Goodwin is just going to return to the action now, so it looks like all is well there after those checks. So Malkowski's going to take this free kick. So it's going to be aimed towards Redford there. He's headed on to Hardy there, but Hardy's touch is quite poor. It goes onto the left-hand side. His pass goes past Walker, but Cooksy's there to sweep up. He's forced back and he tries to clear upfield, but the clearance only goes to Broadhead. Broadhead now gets it to McDonald. He tries to find Broadhead again, but Walker intercepts, and the pressure on Walker is going to force him really out wide. And that clearance is only going to go to Cormac, whose first touch passing has caused a lot of problems here, and it's found another Worksop man in some space. And he's passed it back to Cormac here after being forced out wide. Cormac here trying to find his spot to make the pass. Gets it to Broadhead here, out to Redford here, back to Broadhead, and out to Bootroyd here on the left back side. Bootroyd tries the cross. Hardy tries the header, but it's Fielding who beats him to it and heads it away. So some good defensive work from Reese Fielding there to stop Hardy from getting a free header on goal. 0-0 here, still after 33 minutes between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. Yeah, Worksop Town with more of the ball, more of the chances since that first 10 minutes where Steels had 2 great chances in the first 5 minutes. As that throw goes in, it's headed along. McDonald makes the header. What a save from Ed Hall there. A reaction save as McDonald, who has also been constant trouble in that defence, heads it on from that long throw where the Steels defence seemed completely asleep. Hall wasn't, thankfully. Still 0-0. Corner kick to Worksop with Bootroyd going onto that right-hand side to take the corner kick here with Worksop sending another man forward this time. Actually, I can see that Ira Gooden, instead of being the near option here, he's in complete space on the edge of the areas. Most players crammed inside the 6-yard area. That corner's in, and it's cleared away acrobatically by Lee Cooksey. Gooden's going to keep it in for the header. Hardy takes a strike, it's blocked. It looks like he's going to get forward to Burns, but it's just cleared away from Walker before Burns can get his foot onto it. And Cross now has the ball here on the left-hand side. He's mobbed by 2 Worksop men, and the 2 Worksop men get what they want, a throw-in on there for them. And they're going to continue this attack, but it's header goes right to Finlaw, and Finlaw takes his time for clearing. It's a great ball to Elliot Walker, but it looks like, ooh, and that is a big sliding challenge there from Redford. Absolutely fair, great challenge. Walker's quite annoyed with it, but there's no arguments with that one. A fantastic tackle there from Redford, showing he's got some nous in defence as well as attack. So a big tackle, one that will always liven a crowd up, and one that would probably be punished if you're watching league football here today. So Elliot Walker with a throw in here, going to throw it forward, but that throw is instantly intercepted, and they're going to try and find Hardy on this counter, but Cooksey there doing a good job there, and is blocking it, and now the throw in here to Works on the left as they continue this attack. Stocksbridge will probably be lucky if they can get to half-time without conceding, considering the amount of the ball and attacks Worksop have had so far. As they tried to find McDonald with a flick on, went to Walker, but his clearance was blocked, and now Cooksey's going to get it cleared off McDonald to get a goal kick for the Steels and get them out of a bit of trouble in that situation. So again, it's a goal kick to Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge struggling really to get anything going in attack at the moment, anything in midfield going. Worksop's closing down rate has been very impressive in this game so far, as we wait for Hall's goal kick. And you'd be wondering if Ian Richards is just hoping that they can get to half time without really conceding. So Hall is going to clear this up forward. It's aimed towards Nodder. It bounces off the Atherton, and Gooden's going to come in and clear that before Nodder can get on it. So it's throwing to Stocksbridge in their own half. Tinker's moving in quickly to Nodder. And Nodder can't beat his man, he's tackled, but Nodder gets the ball back here with Curtis Turner now, and his little play there is blocked, and now Tinker's going to get this thrown back here just outside the Cambridge Steel sponsorship sign. Thrown to Nathaniel Cross. Cross beats his man, And he's passed it to Mangum here. Mangum knocks it back to Sam Finlaw as Steels look to open up the play a bit. This is a nice bit of passing from the Steels, keeping the ball like they need at this moment, with Tinker now on the left being closed down. But unfortunately his pass is blocked and Worksop get the ball back here. And now it's Redford, and he's going to try and find the winger there, but he is offside there. I believe that was Broadhead there on that right hand side, but he's offside. And actually it looks like I said it was offside because the linesman did put his flag up for it. It's actually a free kick to Worksop, as it turns out. Not sure how that's happened, but it has. So it's a free kick now for Worksop, just inside their own half, so they can't keep the pressure on now at the moment with the Steels, so Worksop will get the ball back. So it's cleared up here, and it's Hardy here on that right-hand side. Going to get crossing, but it's blocked by Fielding. Gooden's going to go down, but pushed by Tinker there, really, but Tinker clears it there, but it's right back to Atherton, and that pass though is ended up at Fielding, and Fielding clears. Now it's with Cormac. Cormac's knocking it forward. Tinker heads it back though, and Fielding's going to win out that play. There is appeal for a free kick there, and it is given. Heard some people call for a penalty. 2 high feet there. I thought both high feet would cancel each other out, but no, it's going to be a dangerous free kick to Worksop there. I think that's a bit of a poor decision on the referee's behalf there, because both the players' feet were up in that situation. If either was a foul, both were a foul. That's the sort of thing it kind of was, but Worksop will try to take advantage of this. A free kick here on the edge of the right-hand side of the box, as in by the edge, I mean it's almost on the line here. Players are crowded around this 6-yard box here. I can see Hardy there, it looks like, is there. He's looking to continue his fine goal-scoring form. Also McDonald, Worksop's leading scorer, also in there, looking to try and add to his tally for this season. As Stocksbridge line up with a 3-man wall here. So the free kick whipped in here. Hardy tries to flick it on. It's a bit of a battle in there. It's a bit of a scramble, and it goes over the bar, and Stocksbridge breathe a sigh of relief there. So another corner kick though, is what it is. It's going to be a corner kick to Worksop. That last touch clearance stopping Worksop from taking the lead here. 39 minutes gone so far, 0-0 here. A finely poised game so far, with Worksop having more of the ball, maybe more of the chances at this point, but yet to do it. They take the short option with Gooden running forward. It's going to go back to Boucher. Boucher takes a big cross in, and it's headed by Cooksey though. Walker's going to try and get onto it, but instead it's going to be Hardy. Hardy moves in, takes a shot, and it's just wide. Looked like it had beaten a diving haul, but Hardy there showing his liveliness to get onto that ball, get the shot in, but it is wide of the ball, and it's still 0-0 here. No more scores have happened in the Northern Premier League East. Actually, there are some updates from some of the games. Pontefract have got a goal down, they're now a man down. Lloyd Allinson has been sent off. That's 3 sending offs in 2 games now for Pontefract. Might be a discipline issue over there. Also, at the Sheffield Cleethorpes match, Cleethorpes, who won 7-0 against Pontefract last week, they are a man down now, with Josh Venny being sent off there down at the home of Football Stadium. So 40 minutes gone here as Hall prepares to take the goal kick here. Pardon? Yeah, in one of the other games. In another Northern Premier League East game. 1 for Ponty, 1 for Cleethorpes. Oh, when the ball's gone forward here. Sorry, the Worksop official there was just asking some updates on some of the other games, just saying, getting confused because I said red card. Yeah. Different games though. Different games. It's just, yeah. Sorry, it's a corner kick to Stocksbridge. Sorry about that. If you want to blame the interruption there, blame it on Worksop Town officials. As I imagine, I think a few of my listeners will be from Worksop Town, the ones who can't make it today, unfortunately. There's a corner kick here for Stocksbridge. A good chance here to take it would be against the run of players. Finlaw's low corner here. Flicked in the box. Mangum keeps it in. It's a shot by Tinker. Trails and almost in. It wasn't Tinker, it was actually Reese Fielding, I apologise, who manages to turn and get a shot off. It takes a slight deflection, and Malkowski just gets his hand onto it. And that is going to be a corner kick here, as Mangum had actually stayed down for a while. He had got Sam the physio off the bench, but he's now going to have to go back. That'll keep him fit though, our physio, having to get up for things like that. So we've got another corner kick here from the other side after that Malkowski save. Another big chance there for Stocksbridge. Crossed in here, and it's headed away though by Worksop, but it looks like Nodder's going to be the first man on it. Nodder puts that ball back in. Fielding's there, Fielding heads in just wide by Reese Fielding. Reese Fielding almost scored in the last corner, almost scored there again. This time their header going just wide. A beautiful lofted cross there from Josh Nodder, but unfortunately just wide for Reese Fielding there. Some good chances for Reese Fielding there. That weak shot almost trickingly in its way in, and then that header going just wide. Either goal would have been against the run of play here, but as a Stocksbridge, this is the Stocksbridge commentary, we wouldn't have cared. We'd have taken the lead no matter what. So Goodwin gets the header here down to Turner, and it's flicked on as Finlaw heads it right back to Turner, but it's well defended there by Cromack, who hocks it away, and it's a throw into Stocksbridge on the left-hand side. 42 minutes gone, so as with the first half is closing in on its end, Stocksbridge are growing into this game more. Curtis Turner here is going to try and clip it forward, looking for Mangum. Burns heads it away, but Goodwin's going to try and advance onto it, but his touch is too heavy, and it is going to go back in Malkowski's arms. So Stocksbridge, yes, are getting better as we get advanced here at half-time. So Malkowski here will have the ball here on the edge of his own areas. He's put it down now, so the former international goalkeeper will clear it out here. It's aimed towards our player Lee Cooksey, but it's headed on now. It's the Liam Hardy who's going to find Gooden on that right wing side. McDonnell and Hardy in the box for Worksop. So Gooden there is going to try and trickery his way past Tinker, but Tinker's sliding challenge knocks it away a bit, but Gooden gets it back. Tinker then tackles him again with a standing tackle, and it's a well-found clearance that gets to Nodder, but Nodder's pass then is blocked by Afton, so any chance of a break is stopped there. Tinker doing a good job there, trying to keep track of the very lively Iwa Gooden so far, making his debut here for Worksop. The transfer only being made official in the public earlier today. So Tinker here with the throw in here on this left-hand side. So Tinker's throwing it aimed towards Mangum, but it's headed away before it can get to him. And it's going to be another throw for Tinker further up the field. So we're going for those incremental increases now. I don't think Tinker even took that increase. He just threw it from where he was as he tries a big long ball forward aimed towards Cross, but it's headed away. Finlaw will head that right back into that danger area though. And before Worksop do clear it away. And it's a battle between Hardy and Cooksey again. Hardy's going to get the ball. He's forced deep. Appeals for a handball, not given as Hardy's forced into his own area and passes it across. Wilfrey back to Finlaw. Left of Mangum, and the offside flag is up when Mangum's going clear. And it would have been a very close call there for the linesman, but it is the linesman this time, Luca Cagliano, making that decision for it as an offside. It would have been a close call though. One if it had gone in that you'd have let VAR decide later on. 44 minutes gone. We are close to half-time here in this game. Still 0-0 between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town, this local derby match, which has had a lot of chances, a lot of excitement so far. We've seen Worksop come close, we've seen Stocksbridge come close, but neither team yet to hit the back of the net. So Malkowski here will clear it up field. It's going toward their left wing as Cooksey heads it away. Cooksey having a very good game so far. Both him and Fielding being rocks at the back, stopping any goals from going in as we wait for the stoppage time to come up. As you see, Boutroyd is going to have the throw here. It's 1 minute of stoppage time, and that is a shoulder from McDonnell. That's got it to Redford, but it's not going to count. Redford sprayed it out to Atherton. Atherton's going to try and cut it across to Hardy. Cooksey gets the ball, but it's cleared right back to Hardy. Cooksey's sliding challenge gets the ball away from Hardy, and Fielding will tidy up. But Worksop will remain on the attack here. And that ball's clipped forward. McDonnell's got it in the box. McDonnell on the right wing, but a foul has been given there on Fielding. McDonnell has pushed off Fielding as he got clear though on that right-hand side. And a free kick given to Steels as a Worksop fan lets his feelings know about that decision. So we should be nearing in on half-time. 45 minutes gone. We are in that 1 minute of added time at this point. So Ed Hall here will clear it out, and I would not be shocked if after this the referee blows for half-time. So as we would call end to what has been not the most exciting half. Well, it has been an exciting half football, not an exciting half of Northern Premier League. Hall clears out, nothing has been given. Mangum is tussling for the ball. He's hauled down in another wrestling move, but nothing given. Finlaw tries to see if he can get a shot off. Doesn't get it. Finlaw does get a shot off. Oh, and that would have been a great goal. It's just wide, Finlaw, with a little lofted shot that didn't have much pace on it, but it could have looked like it might have had the positioning. It does go wide of Malkowski's goal, though, and it And it's going to be a goal kick here, and that probably will be it. There has been a goal over at Bridlington. Tadcaster Albion in that relegation 6-pointer have taken the lead there with Eddie Church. They're scoring. So Malkowski will wait for him to take this goal kick now. It's just taking its time. Welcome to the commentator's curse of a goalkeeper taking some time for goal kick. And the referee does call half-time on this game. It is 0-0 between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town, but that's not because of a lack of chances. Stocksbridge had 2 great chances early on. The first one when Luke Mangan went clear after about 10 seconds, only for his shot to be saved by Malkowski. Nat Crofts 2 minutes later seemed to have the goal at his mercy, but had it blocked. But Worksop would go on to have more of the ball, more of the chances as the game continued. And they came close. The biggest chance being a scramble in the box that could only be cleared above the bar. It's half-time here, 0-0 here between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. And we will see you after the half-time break.
When everything was shut down, it didn't matter.
Will you please welcome Stocksbridge Park Steels. Scorer for Stocksbridge, number 9, Luke Mangan.
I don't know what anyone's having. That was the officials.
O'Connor. Number 8, Ross Godwin. Number 9, Luke Mangum. Number 10, Andy Ring. Number 11, Nat Crofts. Substitutes for Stocksbridge, number 12, Jack Tinker. Number 14, Lee Cooksey. Number 15, Josh Millen. And number 16, Sam Scriven. For Dunstan, number 1, Liam Connell. Number 2, Craig Baxter. Number 3, Luke Forrett. Number 4, non-league's favourite electrician, Phil Turnbull. Number 5, Dan Capewell. Number 6, Michael Hall. Number 7, Liam Thayer. Number 8, and captain Michael Pearson. Number 9, Sado Jallo. Number 10, Jake Stafford. And number 11, Jack Elliott. Substitutes for Dunstan. Goal scorer for Stocksbridge, number 9, Luke Mangum. Goal for Dunstan, another goal for Sado Jallo. Dunstan's goal scored by number 7, Liam Thayer.
Whoa.
Mason.
Quickly Athletic and Stocksbridge Park Seals, led out by Tony Green, retired Staff Sergeant, Royal Engineers, Sheffield Branch, Tim Curson, Royal British Legion, Stocksbridge Band, Damien Wheeler, Royal Navy Association, Royal British Legion, and Tony Roebuck, President of Branch, Sergeant, Prince of Wales, Own, Regiment of Yorkshire, Steph Bowles, and Nick Golab of the Royal Engineers, Sheffield Branch.
Hello and welcome back to the Eco Power Environmental Stadium. I hope you had a good half time, you've been well fed, watered, and if you are here listening to the commentary at the same time as the match by our cafe, the players are now returning to the pitch. It is still 0-0 here at Stocksbridge Park Steels against Worksop Town. Big rivalry match. Both teams have had chances in this game so far to take the lead. Worksop arguably the better side, having more of the ball, more chances, but I would say Stocksbridge's chances have been a bit more clear cut and probably should have taken one or two of them. It's definitely more comfortable. Well, definitely would have been more comfortable had it been so. So we just wait for this game to get back away. Let's see the referee coming out with the match ball. So to let you know, if you go on our website now, you can join the Stocksbridge Park Steels membership club. It is £5 a month and you get things such as discounts and offers at our cafe with our merchandise, and you will also get entered into a monthly draw for our cash prize. That's £5 a month, just £5 a month to support non-league football. It's a great opportunity, so please join up today, and you might even get a chance to vote in certain polls we'll be setting up in the near future. Stocksbridge prepared to take this. Get ready for the second half. It's 60:01 at the moment, and that is the second half underway with Stocksbridge in their yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, going from right to left, and Worksop in their all burgundy kit going left to right as Walker heads it forward to Finlaw. So Finlaw's going to have the ball now. He's just trying to resist some of the pressure. It's back to Walker now. Walker's going to try it longer, but it's blocked, and Worksop are going to try and start the attack from here. Stocksbridge started quickly last time. Worksop's starting quick here, but Cooksey in with a big sliding tackle to stop that run. And now Turner passes it to Finlaw. Some passing in the midfield. Back to Turner. Turner's touch a bit heavy, but he still keeps the ball. Turner's going to try and find someone with a big long ball forward, but it ends up with Picton heading it out. And then a midfielder heading it more back to Malkowski, and Malkowski will gather it up. So that's Malkowski with the ball there, and he's going to just clear that now. Out into the midfield as Cromack heads it leftwards towards Redford. Redford's going to turn and control, but he's tackled well by Goodwin. Well, actually not tackled well at all, because the referee's going to give a free kick for that one. So Worksop a free kick about 40 yards out on the left-hand side of the, well, not the left-hand side, more the left side of the pitch centrally. And it's a good opportunity for Worksop to basically pick up where they started here in the 46th minute of the game, to see if they can get the lead that arguably many would say they deserved in that first half. So it's a good opportunity here. The light players are lined up on the edge of the box for this one, as Worksop will try and find the ball right into that danger area. That ball's clipped over towards the right. Looks like it will. Picton heads it across goal. Hits the bar! And it's Goldmuth. Picton almost folds it up. And Finlaw's going to try and run with the ball here, gets it to Fielding, and Fielding passes it out, and the ball is away. And the biggest chance of the game so far, as Daniel Burns, it seemed, I believe it was, headed it against the bar, and it hit the bar and came downwards as well, just to give you that extra sense of a heart attack. it's a throw in here to the Steels now on the right hand side after some passes in between. So, okay. So, yep, it's a. So, yeah, so Stocksbridge here with a throw in here on that right hand side. So, they've got the ball here on the right. They're going to try and clip forward, looking for Nodder. Nodder's going on the chase here, along with Daniel Burns. Nodder's got it on the right hand side. Nodder is going to. Burns is going to go down to ground to try and stop him, and he does knock it away for a throw. So Nodder there getting right down towards the opposite end of the pitch. So Nodder here on the right wing, and he's actually going to, with a throw in, but he's going to leave it for Elliot Walker to take. Walker coming in for Jordan Lemon today, unavailable due to work commitments. Throws it in towards Mangum. Mangum on that byline, pass it back to Walker. Walker's going to put the cross in, headed across, and it's gone to Nat Cross on the edge of the box. Cross shoots, well saved Malkowski. Turner's going to be the first to it. Tries to clip it in the left. Malkowski clears it away. The Worksop clearance is bungled, and Finn, Mangum actually, not, I thought it was going to be first. Mangum ends up hitting across, and this time it was the Steels with the big chance there. As it looks like, I can see a little tussle with Nodder with one of the Worksop pairs, but I think it's an all good fun. So end-to-end match so far in the 48th minute as Stocksbridge have a big chance that is unfortunately wasted at this point, and it's still 0-0 here. So in this first, 3 minutes of this second half, we have seen Worksop hit the bar, and we've seen Malkowski pull off a very impressive save from Nathaniel Crofts. So Malkowski obviously taking his time for the goal kick. He had to go, no ball boys on that side today, so he's having to go run across with that large part of the old cricket pitch really to go get it again. So it's Malkowski here going to wait for that clearance. We're just going to take you around some of the grounds, as there has been a goal over at Yorkshire Amateur. Richard Coulson has scored for Dunstan, so Dunstan in the lead there, as there's a bit of a tussle midfield, but Worksop have actually got on the attack with Hardy here. Pass it, the ball is just behind Redford, and Tinker's going to clear that through. Mangum's on the chase for this clearance. Mangum doing everything to get onto it, and Atherton's going to get onto it, and he pushes over Atherton, Mangum in that, and in return, Mangum ends up sort of having to do a hurdle jump over Atherton. Quite athletic, really. But it's going to be a free kick here for that push on Atherton there, and Malkowski will take this. So Malkowski, I'm just watching Malkowski as he's walking out for this. His hands must be massive because he's actually got hold of the ball and able to hold it with just one hand, which is very impressive indeed. As he clears it out towards his left-hand side, Elliot Walker, as though he's going to head it back out. Cross has got onto the ball, and he gets past his man, and he's speeding away here. Nat Cross here. He's got three playing in front of him, got one on the right now. He gets it to Mangum on that right wing here. Mangum's got options in the middle, Nodder and Finlaw and Turner, and eventually his cross is deflected out, and it's going to be a corner kick. So Nat Cross there, turning on his pace. The first time we've really seen him turn on that pace in this game so far. So we've got a corner kick. Nodder here is going to take it on that right-hand side. So Josh Nodder here, he's good at set pieces, but Stocksbridge are yet to score from a corner all season so far. So he puts it in, and it headed away as it looked like Fielding there was going to try and do. It's back with Nodder here on the byline. Nodder tries to cross it, and it's blocked by Bootroyd, and now it's going to be another corner kick here for the Steels here. And Nodder takes it short though, this time to Mangum here, and Mangum's blocked, but he gets it back right on the corner flag again, but this time closed down, but got two players, and Nodder's being covered as well, so he can't do that option. Eventually does find Nodder though, and Nodder's going to try and clip it in the box. Fielding's there to try and knock it on, but he's got a man on him, and he's offside anyway, so it's a free kick to Worksop. So Worksop here with the free kick, and they're going to take it quickly here as Malkowski tries to find Gooden here on the right wing. Gooden does head it on, but it's covered there by Turner, and Turner's going to clear that out here, and it's a free kick for Worksop, and that defence for Worksop, that bit of pressure Steels is now suddenly turned into a Worksop attack here, and 51 minutes 0-0 between the Steels and Worksop Town so far, as we see Deegan Atherton there on the right back side, really further up the throw in, and it looks like it is going to be a big non-league throw in here from Atherton. We've seen them cause some trouble early in the round, but this one's headed away by Reese Fielding as Atherton passes it back here to Cromack. Cromack's going to whip it in, and it's going over everyone's heads, and it's actually headed down there by seemingly a Worksop man, but with no power, and Hall's going to claim that in the goal. thank you to everyone listening today. We've just got our highest listenership so far for the day. So far, and now it's dropped. Thank you. I've praised ourselves for doing that, and it's suddenly dropped. As Hall clears up towards Mang, and Mang has been tussled with Atherton, and that one is going to be given for offside. It seems. I was wondering if that was going to be a foul the other way for the tussling, but nothing given there. As Worksop take it quickly, they're trying to find Gooden here on the right wing, and it has actually gone perfectly to his feet. It's gone over the head of Tinker, and Tinker's going to barge into him for a free kick here, and I think Tinker may get in the book for this one, for bundling him over quite clumsily there, the young fullback Jack Tinker. And Worksop actually had a very similar position free kick in the other half here. It's on this right-hand side of the box here, near the edge of it. It's one of those where if you can get it in that right danger area, it could cause all sorts of problems for the Steel's defence. The Steel's defence has been very solid today, considering the amount of the ball Worksop has had. Interestingly, they are going to try the left foot outswinger rather than maybe what I would hope for if I was an attacking side, the right foot inswinger, to get it right in that corner of corridor uncertainty, as they would call it. But we'll see if it's successful for Worksop. No matter which foot you take it from, these can be dangerous. Three-man wall for Stocksbridge here as we wait for this free kick to be taken. It's going to be taken now. It's good, and it's going to be Hall has to save it here at the near post. It looked like it could have gone in, and it's gone here to Redford. Redford's going to put it back in the box. Wycliffe the ball headed forward. It's a bit scrappy here in the box now, and Stocksbridge just about clear it as Worksop fans appeal for a penalty. Nothing given. And it's headed back in there now, and Worksop are going to try and get the attack on, but Walker's got it here on the right-hand side and towards his own corner flag. He clears it off the player, which clears off him, and it's actually somehow ended up with a Steel's player, and it's passed back to Walker in that dangerous position. Now, and eventually it is cleared back and cleared away, but Worksop have it again, and this attack's going to be on as Worksop and on the edge of the box, and another free kick given on the edge of the left-hand side of the box. This time the left-hand side of the box. Last time right, basically the same position here on the left, and Worksop with a lot of pressure. Their little trip there, I think, and the referee is going to have a talk with Ross Goodwin, it appears so. We see if a booking's going to be made on this occasion. Nothing given here. Goodwin not happy with that decision, it looks like, looking at his body language, but as we wait, say another very dangerous position. It looks like they are going to go with going with the right foot on this left-hand side here, so they're going to try and see if they can trick this in on the near post, much like it almost did on that occasion, because that 6-yard box is very, very crowded, and I doubt Ed Hall can see very much through it. As I hear one of our coaches shout, "Don't be too deep." Don't think there's much option on this one. It's going to be a deep one. It's going to be a bit scrappy again, and it's going right in that danger area again as it's headed away by Stocksbridge. The second header is headed away again. Goes to Redford, who tries the shot, and it is high and wide, and hits the advertising hoardings, and Stocksbridge will breathe a sigh of relief after getting away with that one for now. As we've just seen a goal from one of the league games, Birmingham City are 2-0 ahead against Barnsley, thanks to one of our former players, Scott Hogan. Congratulations to Scott Hogan. Obviously didn't spend the most time here, but scored plenty of goals when we were back in the Northern Premier League, Premier Division. A very talented striker who's doing very well for himself in the Football League. Now he's with Birmingham. As Ed Hall prepares to take this goal kick, clears it aimed towards Nat Cross, but Boutroy is going to take the step forward and get it. But his pass is right at Walker, and he's gone. It's a great ball to Cross here. Cross is going to have the pace here. Tries to trick his man round. Tries to get into the box. He's in the box now. Tries to cut the box in, but it's blocked. And it's actually passed right back to Cross now with Nodder. Nodder tries to get the space. He's going to worm his way through on this right-hand side. Tries to get the ball played in, but it's blocked, and it's a corner kick. So Cross and Nodder showing some liveliness there. But in the end, Worksop's defence is very, very solid, and he's able to block it out. Now it's a corner kick for the Steels. We are 56 minutes gone in this match. A corner kick for Stocksbridge. A chance to take the lead, though, as I said earlier on, Stocksbridge yet to score from a corner kick this season. Even in the shortened season last year, I think they scored a couple, but obviously that was when Matt Ray was in the side, who was very effective at heading from these set pieces. It's Josh Nodder who's going to be taking this corner kick so far, as Nodder takes a near post in, and it's cleared away for another corner by Jake Picton. So there's just some updates from some of the other games that we'll tell you about. Stockton are 2-0 ahead, that's Kevin Hayes. Tadcaster are 2-0 ahead against Bridlington Town, that's Eddie Church again. And Dunstan are now 2-0 up against Yorkshire Amateur thanks to Michael Fowler. Impressive work from Dunstan on that pitch, but we wait for the second corner in a row to be taken. Picton there doing a good job making sure that didn't get into that danger area. can see there's not many players for Stocksbridge in the box. Most seem to be hovering just outside it, as Crofts is going there to offer a short option, but he's being well covered by Redford. So instead, Nodder's going to try and get it in. It's headed by a Stocksbridge player, but higher than it is further. Fielding there. Fielding's going to try and get it back in. There's a little touch from Mangum, but it's not enough of a one. And it's going to be cleared away by Worksop, and now Worksop are on the counter as McDonald here has got space on the right. Lovely little touch by Goodens, let him free. He's going to try and beat McDonald, but it's a good block tackle by Curtis Turner there to stop that from developing. And Worksop are looking very, very deadly on this counter attack. We are 57 minutes into this match here, and now Worksop are on the attack with a throw in deep into the Steel's half here. It's actually a Stocksbridge throw, I do apologise. Tinker throws it for up. As the Worksop get the head onto it, and McDonald's going to try and get onto this inside the box, but it is being covered well by Reese Fielding, who's had a very, very good game so far. And it's going to be a goal kick with Ed Hall taking it. So, thank you. Just to let you know, our next home match is in 2 weeks' time. We are at home to Hebburn Town. That is obviously a team that we beat 5-1 over at their place when they were afflicted with injuries. They are in better form now. It's going to be a great game. We can't wait to invite them here. As Mangum gets up for the header, but Picton beats out for it. But that is collected by Fielding, and now it's through to Goodwin, who knocks it forward for Nodder to chase. Nodder's got space on the left. He's got Daniel Burns with him. Nodder's going to put a low cross in, but no one's in the box for it, and Malkowski will step out of his own 6-yard area to claim that. I think Cross probably taken a bit too early there by Josh Nodder, so Malkowski's going to clear this up further as we wait. Fielding does not get the header onto it. It's McDonald who does, but he tries to knock it on, hoping for Hardy to get onto the end of it, and does claim, and that's going to calm it down. I believe that we are having those connection issues again, so do apologise if you are one of the ones having some issues. As Mangum's going to try and head this on for Josh Nodder. Nodder's going to have it here. Oh, lovely little tricky touch as he knocks it over, and beautiful, like keepy-uppy dribbling before he passes it to Crofts. As Crofts is going to cut inside. Crofts trying to get it on his left foot. Nodder, pass it to Nodder. Nodder shoots. Oh! Well sailed, Malkowski. Malkowski stays on the near post, and the Pole is very, very angry with his defence for letting Nodder have that sort of shot on goal. As Stocksbridge grow into this game and seemingly getting better and better now. So it's going to be a corner kick here on that, what is the right-hand side of the box here for the Steels again. We've seen some of the players like Cooksey, who got the header last week, scored last week, go forward for it, and Fielding's up for it as well. You can see Mangum there. We know he's going to be good in the air if you pick him out. Goodwin's in. As they've taken it short to Crofts, though. Crofts has passed it to Finlaw. Finlaw's getting closed in. Finlaw looks like he's going to tackle, but he passes it back to Nodder, but he's talking Nodder gets tackled. It's a throw-in, and to old-fashioned fans, that will always be a frustration when a short corner doesn't work out compared to when a long corner doesn't work out for reasons that we can kind of understand, but also weird when you look at the stats. But it's a throw-in here with Walker taking the throw-in. Passes it, throws it down, and it's right back with Walker here. He's going to try and pick the blocked, and he's gone to Mangum here. Mangum's going to try. Oh, and Mangum just can't get the ball out his feet enough to lay him up for the shot, and can't. He just can't get the shot off, and it's tackled and cleared now for Worksop. And now Worksop are on the attack here themselves with Broadhead. Broadhead's getting a long time to run. He gets it to Hardy, who's passed to pass it on, and Tinker spots it quickly and clears it. But Worksop will retain possession here. It's with Atherton on this right-hand side. Atherton here, and he finds McDonald there, but it's intercepted by Tinker, who is growing into this game. And Tinker's on the long run here. Tinker with a gut-busting run. Spreads it out to Nodder on the right-hand side. Tinker's on the overlap. Tinker's like elbowed in the box, and nothing given. Nodder finds a cross. It's tapped in by Mango. It's tapped in, but and well, it's not me who's breaking your microphone for once, I think. So wow, what a lot happening there. Nodder, Tinker with a gut-busting run which took players out of space. He found Nodder on the right-hand side. Tinker was going into support. He was taken down in the box. There were calls for penalty, and while the entirety of the Worksop defence stood still, waiting for a referee call, Nodder continued, put the cross in, and Mangum finished it at the far post. It is 1-0 Stocksbridge Park Steels against Nodder. So that was, you have to give credit to Tinko. Sometimes he is outwitted by his winger, but this time he had his gut-busting run created space, and I think the fact he was pretty much fouled in the box, it made the Worksop defence, who should have played to the whistle, stand still and long enough for Nodder to pick out Mangum at the far post, and it is now 1-0 Stocksbridge Park Steels on the 61st minute. Half an hour to go in this game. Worksop Town are going to have to try and find their way back into this one. And Hall has it back here. That long ball is just given right back to him. Do apologise if those sound levels did break on your headphones there. As Hall will clear that out. He was get challenged there by Hardy. Same towards Mangum, who's pushed over, and a free kick given to the Steels here. About 30 yards out, and the Steels have a free kick. Centre, just right centre of the box here, 30, 35 yards out, I'd say. So we'll see what Nodder and Finlaw stepping over this one. Nodder being the creator for the last goal. And we'll see if he can make something out of this one. We have been dangerous free kick position. It's going to be short to Finlaw. He's going to try and spread it out right here to Turner in the box. Turner's going to try and cut it inside, but it's blocked, and actually the offside flag is given, so it'll be a free kick to Worksop. But very clever idea, very clever play there.
His attendance is 294. Thank you very much for your support.
So there you go. The attendance, if you didn't hear that through the tannoy, the attendance for today's game is 294. That's the second highest attendance of the season, and the highest one of a game that hopefully will not be called off midway through. Obviously the Sheffield FC match, which had 551 follow. Thank you for everyone attending this game so far, as Finlaw has the ball deep inside the Stocksbridge half, evades a couple of players. Nodder's going to pitch it forward to Mangum to chase. Burns is going to be there first though and pass it back to Malkowski. Mangum continues to chase. Malkowski clears. It's not a great clearance, but Atherton gets it and heads it back to Malkowski in what was quite a gutsy choice, but one that has paid off for Worksop there. And he's going to try and look for McDonald there, who's having a little bit of a tussle with Walker. Walker though gets it. Walker's pushed over, and it's going to be a foul there on Walker there, and a free kick to the Steels, basically on the edge of their own box. So 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels there. Luke Mangum getting his 11th of the season with that, and on the way so far, 30 minutes away from potentially a big rivalry win. It would be the first rivalry win for the Steels this season. Then they would also move up to 9th in the table and pick up their first win of the 2022. If this continues though, and Worksop, we've seen a very good attacking wise so far. Liam Hardy and Stephen McDonald are very potent attack, so don't count. This isn't over yet as Worksop prepare a substitute. So we will just wait for the Worksop sub, but it's a throw in here to Worksop in the Steels half here, so a good chance for them to start an attack there. So we'll wait to see. It's on the left-hand side here with Lewis. Before we see, it looks like it will. I'm just looking at the board here. It looks like it will be Daniel Moore coming on for Stephen McDonnell, as Worksop have a bit passing outside the Stocksbridge box, but it's being forced down to the left. Is it not Daniel? So we've just been corrected by the officials. It's not Daniel Moore. We'll see what number comes on. It looks like it might be number 15 actually. Aaron Sennett Nielsen coming on. As we just wait. So on the left-hand side, Worksop still continues to build this attack slowly with the throw-ins. It will be Aaron Sennett Nielsen coming on for Worksop later on, but that is going to be wait. Look, and Stephen McDonald coming off, but that is yet to happen. We'll see this long throw here on the left-hand side is coming in. It's been headed on. It's in the 6-yard box. There's appeals for something from the Worksop players. It's going to be a corner kick at the very least for the Tigers as they look to get a very quick response. It's the 67th minute in this game so far. 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels as the Steels look to get their first win of 2020. And as the corner is whipped in here. 2022, I'm afraid. Yes, 2020. Let's not remember 2020. As Worksop's corner is cleared away, but it's now here on the right-hand side with Picton. Picton's going to put it in, but it's going to harmlessly hit the side netting of the Stocksbridge half. I think I'm trying to get 2020 back because what a waste of a year that was. I don't think actually Stocksbridge had a great run of form in 2020 before the season ended. It looked like they could have got into the playoffs. One of those what-if moments for the Steels that was. So, and that substitute will happen now for Worksop Town. That is Aaron Sennett Nielsen. He is coming on for Daniel Moore.
It's 15,
So,
Aaron Sennett Nielsen.
Aaron Sennett Nielsen, he's a professional academy lad, played for Sheffield Wednesday and Chesterfield. Also, familiar player to one of our substitutes, as he played for Ollerton Town as well. Pardon? The time, we reckon 23 minutes in this half, so 23 minutes into this half, so 68th minute. So that's Aaron Sennett Nielsen coming on for Worksop Town as Mangum gets his header on. Nodder's going to knock it on, and Nat Cross has beat his man, but he's doubled back as he tried here on the left-hand side of the box. He's in the box here, and it's blocked, and it's going to be out for a corner kick. The defender tracked him all the way there, the Worksop man, stopping him from getting a clear shot off. So it's going to be a corner kick here for the Steels again. This time, though, it's going to be on that right-hand side with Finlaw taking it. So we'll just let's see if there's any alerts from around the grounds elsewhere while we wait for this corner to be taken. It's 3-0 over at Pickering Town. Unknown scored again for Stockton Town. So don't know who he is. And there's been a red card at the Sheffield Cleethorpes match. They're both 10 men each now with Tiernan Carter. The corner's in. Cleared away at the near post though, but Nodder's going to be there centrally. He's going to go into the left wing here. Marshall by two players. His cross gets in anyway, but it's blocked and cleared now as Iragudin has it, and he's going to try and make his turn in. Tinker goes in with feet, and that is going to be a definite booking for the full-back actually, and before he walks off, the referee gets him in. It's definitely going to be, as quite a few of the Worksop players and fans are demanding that is some sort of card. And looking at the referee, it definitely will be. He did go down and clip him with a sliding challenge. The young lad, following up his first booking for the club last week, is going to get his another booking today. If you think a young lad like him can't get stuck in, I think he's proving you wrong. As there's just an update from one of the Football League games involving a local side. Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead through Josh Windass, 2-1 against Oxford United there, as Malkowski takes his free kick in towards the left-hand side as Worksop push up here. We are in the 70th minute here. Redford here will kick the ball over his head, but in the end it's head back to Walker now, and that is going to be cleared, but very high actually, not out of the danger areas. Worksop do manage to get the ball here. Redford though is tackled, and Turner's going to get it to Crofts, and Crofts is a poor clearance area and clips it more back into the danger area. And it's going to be a bit of head tennis here, and Worksop get the ball down, but the touch is not good, and Walker's able to clear it, and it's in the own half, and all the way now back with Malkowski. So Worksop with a chance to rebuild their attack with 20 minutes to go in this one, plus added time. And Fielding's going to head that one out for a throw-in. Worksop are going to throw everything at them to try and get an equaliser here. Keep their playoff push strong, but they will have to get past a stern Steel's defence, which despite some great pressure from Worksop in the first half, has held firm so far. So the big long throw in here to the near post. It's gone over everyone, and it's cleared off the line. And the header's back in, and it's cleared away near the line. Redford hits the volley, and it's over. Twice off the line by Stocksbridge Park Steels. They are living on, well, very thin ice at the moment, but thinner ice than it was last week when the game was called off for a frozen pitch. So, and that is very lucky for the Steels there. I know. As a goal kick taken as Ed Hall is taking his time, which is great for the Steelers obviously in terms of the time wasting thing that they might want to do. Not good for me who has to fill this time with some sort of words. So, and it looks like there's something's happening there, and is Ed Hall going to get a booking for the time waste? No, there seems to be an issue actually. The physio has been called off. It looks like we have got a health issue. Sorry, we're just going to have to take a stoppage while someone near me needs to take a stoppage. There's something's happening in the fans here, so do apologise. I think I heard one of the kids may have been hit by balls. There is now treatment happening with one of the fans here in at the stand behind Ed Hall. Oh, we're just going to see if this game will continue, or is this treatment as the game is temporarily stopped. We hope everything is fine over there, and it does look like the game is actually going to continue here. So it's obviously nothing ultras, but it's very quick work from our physios. They're both of Worksop and Stocksbridge, and good work for both of them as Worksop regain the ball there. Yeah. No, genuinely all credit to the physio staff there who moved very quickly when an issue looked like it was appearing. As Redford here has it on the edge of the box, actually Worksop passes it, and the shot's low there from the Worksop man and straight at Ed Hall here. So it's a tame shot there, as it looks like treatment has stopped on that fan in the stand. But no, again, just all praise to the medical staff of Stocksbridge and Worksop, because both move so quickly, and when it can be an emergency, it's that sort of swiftness that can save lives. The goal kick's right at a Worksop player, but it's come off to the Worksop player's arse. So, but they do retain possession despite that, and they've got able to pass the ball very well. And it's now with Gooden, who's not been quite in this half, but he's got the ball here, and he's facing up to Tinker here. He's trying to get to the byline, gets his cross in, and it's cleared away by Fielding in the 6-yard box. It's back with Atherton now. Atherton's going to pass it centrally towards Cromack, who's had a very good game so far. Cromack here, going to get into the box here with one of the Worksop players, and it's cleared out, and it's now, and that's a little push on a Worksop player as it goes out for one of their throws, as Worksop maintain their pressure here. We are 74 minutes into this game so far. No substitutes from Stocksbridge just yet. It's gone to the edge of the area there with Aaron Sennett Nielsen, and it's headed away by Cooksey. Cross tries to get on the end of it, but it's passed away from by Worksop. It's now to Bootroyd, as Stocksbridge remain deep in that. That big long ball has found Gooden on the right wing. Gooden being faced up by Tinker. It's passed all the way back, and passes intercepted by Nodder, but Nodder's tackled instantly by Atherton. Atherton puts the cross in, and it's headed away by Fielding. Finlaw heads it back away. Now, and Worksop will keep the ball here. Now Cromack here, the deepest man for Worksop, and he's going to try and pick out a man on the left wing, but the header's up for Stocksbridge, and Turner has it, and Turner's going to try and find Cross on the right wing to see if a counter-attack's on there, but that header is won up by Lewis Bootroyd, and it's thrown to Stocksbridge. Lots of pressure from Worksop. Oh, why are we having him today? There's the corner is swung in here, it's aimed toward Cooksey, but Malkowski catches it before it gets to Cooksey's head. Cooksey looking to get his second goal out swing. What's happening? Oh, that's still there. So yeah, so now Worksop are on the attack here. Sorry, we are just trying to sort out some of the technical issues. Is this as Atherton here on the right wing back side? He's crossed it in, but it's very deep. It's actually gone to a Worksop man on the left. He's going to get to the byline here. We're back in. It's blocked away. Worksop man's going to turn and shoot. Blocked again by Stocksbridge. Cleared, but it's only to a Worksop man who again shoots, and it's blocked again. All bodies on the line here for the Steels, and they manage to get the ball away now, and a big long ball aimed towards the corner flag. With Nodder chasing it, and Nodder's going to continue the chase on Malkowski as we have the big whoa, as Malkowski's going to get it on the line weirdly rather than just take the goal kick. And Cross is going to go in for the tackle. He wins out the tackle, but it's actually a foul. And that's the Steels fans being very lively on their disappointment with that. So I do apologise if you heard some of that foul language there. We do try and keep this fairly PG, these commentaries, but obviously football fans cannot be held accountable for some of the words they end up saying because of this game. That free kick swung out to Gooden there. He's been forced back here, back to Atherton. Here, it's a lot of Worksop ball here, and he's going to try a big diagonal ball into the box. It's headed away there, and Finlaw looks like he's going to be one to collect that. He passes it on to Turner there. Turner on the right-hand side is going to pass it to Cross. Cross touches heavy, and he's doubled back, and he's going to have a tough task keeping hold of the ball as he turns the defender, and he turns it, but unfortunately, he isn't beaten by the defender, he's beaten by the side of the pitch, and it's going to go out for a throw into Worksop. It's a good chance to attack. It's gone to Vaughan Redford, and it's headed, but it's going to be tackled, and Walker's there going to try and outmuscle him and catch him out, but Worksop do gain the ball back here on that left-hand side of the pitch. It's with Cromack now. Cromack being less influential on this left-hand side. It's a good pass though here, and he's going to cross his in well here. Hardy gets the header. It's a great goal! It's 1-1 here. I believe it's Liam Hart. Not Liam, it's actually Isaiah Gooden on his debut. I apologise. It's Isaiah Gooden on his debut, and it's an equaliser for Worksop Town. 1-1 here. They were not able to hold out in this occasion. So 1-1 here. A good header from Isaiah Gooden. That was you couldn't really stop if you were Ed Hall, to be honest. Isaiah Gooden. Equaliser 1-1 now. Not Liam Hardy, I first it was initially. And it looks like they were very good to get the kick-off there, the Worksop line, as they try and close down. It's that goal coming on the 79th minute there, 10 minutes to go in this game now. Tink gets a big header around. The Worksop fans claim for something, but nothing given. And now Redford has it, and Worksop are going to go, but Cooksey with a tackle in. And it's going to be spread out here, but Tinker stops the interception. Gooden gets the ball back now, and he's going to try to counter. Goodwin misses with his tackle. Now it's going to Nodder. Nodder's going to clip it forward, but it's blocked, and now with Burns and Worksop are going to try and put the pressure on. Thread it out right, but Walker's going to intercept that and going to see if he can get on a counter, but he's then blocked on the counter by Bootroyd here. And now Worksop are going to, they are pressing forward. They're trying to look for the winner, but that big long ball forward here is not found by anyone, and it's going to go trail through harmlessly to Ed Hall here. Now, so 11 minutes to go in this game. It's aimed towards Mangum, but he's nowhere near it, and it's going to Burns, head it back. Fielding gets the header though this time. It's gone to Elliot Walker. Walker is going to find Curtis Turner here on this right-hand side. Turner's got plenty of space to move into. Mangum's cut short to get it. Pass it back, 2 between him and Turner. Turner's got it again. He's going to try and find Nodder on the left, but it's a poor pass and it's intercepted by the right back, Atherton there. And that big long pass is found Gooden there. It's gone over the head of Tinker. Tinker's facing him up and stopped that run happening, but as Gooden waits for some support there from Atherton, but not, and he gets it. And Atherton pays it forward there towards Hardy. Hardy forced out to the right wing there. Back to Atherton here. Atherton on the right wing here. He passes it to Hardy. Hardy slips, but he still keeps the ball. Back to Atherton. He whips the ball in. It's on the edge of the box, that cross. It's headed away, but it's actually going to bounce to a Worksop player. Worksop player trying to get his way through, and eventually Stocksbridge clear. And that danger is over now. Worksop really are pressing for this lead right now. We are 10 minutes to go in this game, plus out of time, as we now prepare to see a Stocksbridge substitution. See if Stocksbridge can get back in it. It will be a debut today for Ben Partridge, the new signing from Ollerton Town. As we wait to see who he comes on. He's going to come on for Nat Cross here. So Ben Partridge on for Nat Cross.
16, Ben Partridge.
So it'll be interesting to see what Ben Partridge will bring to this side. Signed last week ahead of the game against Brighouse Town, but unfortunately was not able to make a debut in that game due to it being called off. A good game for Nat Cross today. Maybe not one of his best, but he has been lively in the game. He has shown some of his pace and skills. You may have seen his article this week for the Star about his hopes of getting back into the professional game. A very good article, I think. I do recommend going out and seeking that out after the match. But Ben Partridge now on here to try and see if he can make an impact and maybe grab a very dramatic winner for the Steels. But Worksop on the ball now here on this left-hand side of the pitch. But the initial cross is blocked, and it looks like Walker's got it. He's going to try and clear it against the Steel Worksop player, but Worksop instead get the ball back, and they're going to take to the byline before it is hooked out for a throw into Worksop. They are the ones with the pressure now with about, I'd say, 8 minutes to go before stoppage time. So it's a good chance this for Worksop. And it looks like Atherton for that long throw is going to go with that long throw on that left-hand side. Worksop do need this win if they want to carry on that playoff push. It's very competitive that top side. We've seen what a few losses and draws can mean for dropping out that playoff race entirely. The cross is whipped in, and Ewan Gooden with a header again that time. This time, though, it is harmlessly wide. So we are 82 minutes into this match. It is 1-1 between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. The Stocksbridge goal coming from Luke Mangum. The Worksop Town goal coming from their new signing, Ewan Gooden. I was kind of hoping when I saw he got signed today that he wouldn't be so lively and impressive, but he has been throughout with that, a name like that. It's always going to be a commentator's tripping up hazard, but Hall's going to clip the ball forward. It's going to be headed along there now, and it's with Mangum, who's dropped deep to get the ball, but it's with Turner, who's going to find the long ball forward, and Partridge is the one who's got it, but he's offside, which I agree with the shouting fans there, that wasn't offside, in my opinion. As I think he was actually a step behind the Worksop man, but that's the decision made for now, and Worksop will get the ball back as they take the free kick. Take it long, it's headed on by the Worksop men. It's gone to their number 8 and tried to head it back to him, but the tackle stopped him. Worksop trying to put the ball back forward, but Steels are clearing anything sent to him at this point. Another big ball forward, it's another tussle. Reese Fielding heads it along. Nodder's going to try and knock it on, but that knock on is intercepted. And it's going to Tinker there on the and he has to force to head it out for a throw into Worksop. That pressure is continuing here in the 84th minute of this match. So 6 minutes to go, no time. As it's the long throw is just looped in, and Hall's just going to hold on to that one. As Hall's going to take his time getting up actually before he restarts play. with 6 minutes to go, as we see Worksop are going to prepare another substitute to see if they can get that winner in this game. It is a finely poised match. Stocksbridge are showing some danger on the break, as well. It's aimed towards Mango here, but the touch is gone to a Works player. He's tackled out, and Goodwin back to Goodwin. Goodwin just can't get his foot over it to make the killer pass, and Tinker's cleared it back forwards. Partridge, it's cleared towards Partridge, but Partridge's offside, and Partridge was going to close down, but maybe realised that the flag might go up for that, so Malkowski's going to gather that ball up at this point. As Malkowski's going to get a big route forward. Finlaw is the one who's going to try and head this away, and he does get the head onto it. It's aimed towards Nodder, who's going to not win that battle, but it's gone to Finlaw anyway. Finlaw tries to be going forward to Mangum. Can Mangum get that first touch onto it? But the offside flag is up again, and it's almost like it's an automatic thing for this linesman. If he sees a player racing forward, he must be offside, because I think once again he was a poor decision, but it's back with Malkowski, who's going to clear it forward, and Gooden's made the push off from Tinker and got the ball on the right wing because of it. But Tinker's going to push it. It's gone right in that corner flag, and something's been given, but I can't see what, because I get blocked by the stand view. So it looks like it's going to be a throw into Stocksbridge actually there. So Stocksbridge going to retain the ball there with 5 minutes to go, as we see who. I'm just waiting to see which player Works bringing on. It looks like it's going to be Ben Tomlinson, the former Lincoln City player, coming on for the Tigers, as that Worksop have a bit of play that is frustratingly ends for them with a missed kick. So Ben Tomlinson, a veteran striker, is coming on for them. If I named all the clubs he's been at, we would be here until probably next week's game. He's coming on for the hotshot striker Liam Hardy, who's been kept successfully quiet in this game. And we are 4 minutes away from the end of the 90 minutes here. So, Tomlinson here coming on for them. We say a former Lincoln City player I actually saw a few times down at Sinsel Bank when I had my university days. And just interesting how parallel careers can be. At that time, when Tomlinson was at Lincoln City, our winger Josh Nodder was studying just a few miles away at the University of Lincoln. As that ball's headed forward, and Partridge is racing onto it. Partridge almost gets the touch onto it, but it's well cleared by the Worksop captain Jake Picton. Yet, So if Josh Nodder was like me and picked up some of those free Lincoln City tickets while at uni, he was likely to have seen Tomlinson in that great, fantastic stadium that is Sinsel Bank. So Tinker here with a attacking throw-in. Here, a good opportunity for the Steels here. I've never actually seen Tinker do a long throw, but it looks like he's going to attempt one. So let's split rate it. It's very flat actually, it's quite good, but gets two into the box, but it is cleared, and it is now with Gooden here and clears it away, aimed towards Tomlinson, but Fielding gets the header onto it. But that just goes to Worksop man, and Worksop going to try the break here because Redford has space on this right wing. He's going to cut inside. He's got Fielding. He's past Fielding, but Redford slips over, and it's cleared. And now got Tinker here on the left-hand side, and Gooden here tackles him before he gets in. And then weirdly, despite being a good tackle, the free kick is given, as we see that Alex O'Connor is unstripping here in the Stocksbridge bench as he prepares to come on. A midfielder with a bit of pace, central midfield with some pace and attacking now, so could be a way of trying to see. It looks like Ian is going to try and go for it and win this game, and he looks like Ross Goodwin is the man who is going to make way for the Australian-born Alex O'Connor. One of the few times our secretary Mick Grimmer's had to look at what international clearance is when signing Alex O'Connor earlier this season from Brighouse Town. So we just wait to see the substitute get made, as it looks like it's not going to be just yet actually. And actually Alex O'Connor's putting his coat back on, so it seems like for now Goodwin is going to stay on as Ed Hall takes a big boot forward. It's aimed towards that left wing where Goodwin actually is and heads it on for Partridge. Partridge tripped in the box! No penalty given for that. Goodwin, Partridge was seemingly clearly tripped in the box in my opinion there. You'll have to watch the highlights to make your own decision on that one. But Stocksbridge had the ball back with Elliot Walker here on the right-hand side to Turner, but the Turner's touch support. It's going to be gathered by Cromack on the left-hand side. 2 minutes before the end of the 90 minutes here. It's with Redford now. He spreads it out to the left wing now. He tries to cut a pass inside, but it's blocked, and it is back. It's going to be a throw into Worksop here with 2 minutes to go. 88th minute in this game so far. Both sides are going for a winner. You have to stay tuned to this one because I'm going to bet there's going to be a dramatic last few minutes in this one. That big ball for is headed up, and Tinker's going to pass it forward to Nodder, but it's a bit too heavy for Nodder to start that counter-attack, and now Gooden has it here on the right wing. He passes it back there to Cromack, but big ball to the right wing is to no one in particular. Fielding's going to try and cover that to get the corner, but he's barged into, and a goal kick is given in the end. So, and we're in the 89th minute. It is 1-1 here between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Worksop Town. And the substitute is now going to happen. Alex O'Connor will not have long to impact on this game, but we will see if he can. So it looks like it's actually going to be Curtis Turner now. That's the change. Alex O'Connor is coming off Curtis Turner. There's a bit of confusion because I think some of the pixels have gone in our scoreboard, and it said number 1 on one side. So I think that would have been something to see Ed Hall come off. It would have been an ice hockey type substitution where you pull the goalkeeper if that was happening, or maybe some part goalie wag. But Ed Hall has the goal kick here. We are in the 90th minute now. We have not seen what stoppage time it is. I can just see Sam doing it. 4 minutes of added time to go in this one. As the Worksop hook a ball over the defence, Ed Hall's going to advance to that one and pick it up though. 4 minutes to go in this dramatic local derby. Ed Hall clears it. A bit of controversy at the end as that header is flicked on, but it's cleared away by Worksop. It's going to be contested in the midfield here. It bounces once, Worksop get the tap onto it, but I think the tussle means it's gone to the byline. It's actually kept in before being a Stocksbridge throw-in actually in there. So Stocksbridge here just inside the line, big throw-in toward Mangum, but it's beaten to it by the Worksop defender. Burns here has it for Worksop, and he's going to clear it right into the other pitch here at the Eco Power Environmental Stadium. So now it's with Walker here, who's going to take as many steps as he can take, but we know with this referee from the first off, he won't let you take too many. Throws right here to here, and unfortunately it's clear to Alex O'Connor, that was too. Finlaw's going to hook it back in, and it's going to go here on this right wing here. It's played it in, it's going to be, looks like Tinker on the right wing actually. There's Alex O'Connor there on the right wing, already showing some impact, and he's earned a corner for the Steels. So Alex O'Connor there with a good run in after that throw in, putting the ball in, and it's getting blocked and out for a corner. So Josh Nodder with a good chance. As I've told you, Stocksbridge not scored from a corner all season. What a time against their local rivals, Worksop Town, this would be. The likes of Lee Cooksey, who scored last week up there. So is Reece Fielding, who's had a fantastic game in the heart of defence. It's a great opportunity. Will it be taken? We're 1 minute into added time here. Nodder's going to curl it in. It's into the 6-yard box. It's headed away by Worksop, but it's right to Finlaw. Finlaw's goes down quickly. He's going to get it right back to the right wing with Nodder. Nodder's going to try to get it in. It's going through to everyone, to Fielding. Fielding takes two. Fielding shoots. Fielding scores! What a goal! Sorry, sorry for the loudness there, but Reece Fielding with the most dramatic stoppage time winner. With the touch you would not expect to see from a central defender. A lovely touch to create the space for his left foot. The strike beats Malkowski, and the Steels with a winner that will go down in what was one of the best moments of the season. Reece Fielding, what a goal for the central defender. His second of the season after scoring against Shildon back at the start of October. And just a fantastic goal, but there is still 2 minutes to go in this game. Don't ever say that. We have seen in non-league. Just think of that Tottenham-Leicester match from earlier this week. This is not over yet. Worksop will fight. We know they're fighters, but this could be one of the most dramatic wins of the season for the Steels. And that ball's looped over Worksop, but Ed Hall's going to get it. He's going to drop down on it, and he's going to spend as much time as he humanly possibly can on that ground. And actually, I think it's not being helped by Ben Tomlinson, who's standing over him, and probably giving Hall the most reason to delay. It's a big kick up from Hall. It's aimed towards Nodder. Nodder gets the touch on, but unfortunately it's gone to the Worksop man. He clears it up as Worksop throws so many men forward here. It would be a great moment for them. And a free kick given for appealingly, seemingly nothing for Worksop. So a chance for Worksop to throw men forward here. We are, I'd say, 3 minutes into added time here. It's Boutroyd who's over there. It looks like every man but the goalkeeper is up. Oh, actually, Crowley Cormac staying for everything as well. So Worksop with an incredibly good chance here. Worksop here. Boutroyd puts it in. The header's from Worksop. It's down in the 6-yard box. They're claiming for handball Worksop. It's not given. The ball's headed back from Partridge. It's down for Tinker. Tinker's got space to move into. He's going to hit a ball down the channel, but it's intercepted very well by Worksop. Probably not what Tinker wanted, but it's cleared back for Worksop. And it's headed back by Fielding, who is on a dramatic game, and Worksop are moving as quickly as possible to restart the game. And we should be getting the full-time whistle soon. We are in the 4th minute at time. That long throw is headed on. It works up Gavi. It's kicked out the ball. We're waiting. Stocksbridge got it. Can Stocksbridge clear it? They do. And it's going to go out here towards the halfway line. And Ian Richards is pointing at his watch. He's waiting for the full-time whistle. That throwing his head away. It is a free kick to Stocksbridge. Is that the win? Is that the 3 points for the Steels? A massive 3 points, potentially. It's actually going to be an injury there, it looks like. As a Steel player is down, so we're going to just take moments while I'm just trying to see which player it is down at the moment. It's Mangum again. Mangum been down already once today, but he has got up. He's having a little clutch of his face for as Ed Hall boots it. We are probably in the 5th minute at a time now, but now probably that extra minute just given for the goal as we wait for Ed Hall to clear it. Will this be the full-time whistle when Hall clears it? I'm hoping so. Hall boots it up. It's a goal kick, unfortunately, has gone right out and nothing's given. And that is the full-time whistle. Stocksbridge Park Steels 2, Worksop Town 1. The most dramatic win of the season for the Steels. They took the lead in the second half. Off with a goal from Luke Mangum. We're taking advantage of a paralysed Worksop defence to score in the far post. Worksop did get back in it though, a very good header from their new signing, Iwa Gooden, equalising. They pressed forward for the lead, but after the second ball went in from a corner, Reece Fielding took a touch before firing in a 92nd minute winner, and the Steels claim their first win of 2022, a dramatic one against their rivals Worksop Town. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to become a member for £5 a month on the website. Our next match will be away at Marsk United next Saturday. We'll be there again for more live commentary. I look forward to seeing you there again. Thank you very much for listening today.